how to get your driver's license 27. So we're going to talk about some of the things you need to do. The first thing I need you to do is make sure you have your temporary structure permit. It's called your TIP. Your TIP it should be shown to your instructor to let them know that you can legally practice and drive. We're going to be doing some night driving tips, tricks to help you pass your test. We'll go through the parking lot, we'll get on the main road. I'll show you some of the common errors that happen to drivers 27, 37, 47. So I want you to enjoy this. I want to say hello, how are you? Get your permit next Wednesday, great. So what we're gonna do, we're in the parking lot right now. I'm gonna go ahead and change views. So any good parking lot with lighting is really good. So what I want you to do, you're going to be with your coach. Right now I'm your coach, and I'm going to show you what you need to do. I want you to practice going up and down the aisles of a parking lot. This could be at a school, a college, a shopping mall, anywhere you feel safe and comfortable. Now, we know this is a stop sign, so you have to stop for 3 seconds. So what I want you to do is squeeze your brake and start counting. 1001, 1002, and 1003. This ensures that you have stopped. Now, I'm going to turn on the lights a second. I'm going to take my time. On your test, you need to look left, you need to look right, you need to look left. If you don't look and pull out in front of a car, that is automatic failure. That's one of the biggest things I see for beginners is that they don't look left and right. So I'm going to cut off the lights, I'm going to flip the angle again and show you what you should do next. Now, when you're driving, you want to come up, you want to have your blinker on, you should see the light flashing, and you want to turn really easy. Don't hit the gas in the middle of the turn, or you will lose control. I'm going to show you. See how fast I'm going? I just lost control. Don't do that. My day is going really good, Jay. We're doing a live tutorial on how to get your license, 27, 37, 47. This will definitely help you. Driving is hard. It can be. What I want all of you to do is just really look at this video, ask questions. You got to stay certified instructor. I'm in a parking lot right now, so I'm going to show you what you should be doing, some of the mistakes you can make, and then feel free to ask questions, okay? So I'm going down the parking lot, and then I want to go really slow in my turn. Okay, now I'm going to show you what you should be doing. I'm going to have the lights on again in the car. Now we're going to go around to the right. Turn on your right blinker. I want to see you looking to the right. I'm looking where I want to go. Some of you are saying, this is so easy, but beginners don't do this. Look where you want to go. So I'm looking to the right, and then I'm going to switch angles. I'm going to show you what you should be doing. And then you turn out really slow. Don't hit your gas really hard. Now, your coach, they shouldn't be screaming at you. They shouldn't be yelling at you. You're learning how to drive. It's a little bit more complex for people in their late 20s, early 30s. You might have a child. You might be trying to get to work. You might be trying to get back home. You got a babysitter. It's different, okay? Teenagers, mom and dad are taking care of them. We're older, so we want to stop. And again, I'm going to show you what you should be doing. You want to stop. I should see you looking left, right, left. If you don't do this, you're going to fail your test. And if you pull out in front of a car, they're going to have their clipboard. They're going to say, I need you to go back to office. Can you talk about, should you, it's a beginner and adult? Okay, I'll mix up both. I will share both in a good perspective, okay, as driving. Okay, we're going to make a left turn. And what I need you to do is gently accelerate through. Now, beginner is relative. Are you beginner at 15? Are you beginner at 25? Are you beginner at 35? I think we as adults, we have to focus on driving. We're worried about paying a bill, worried about taking care of our son or daughter. Focus on driving. Take a deep breath, relax. Get a good coach. Really watch all these videos. So we got to stop again. And we're going to practice stopping. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to stop. Because sometimes there are police to the left. Practice stopping at every single stop sign, because if you start running stop signs, in your brain, you're going to say, I don't have to stop. I'm 22 years old. I got you, Jay. I'm going to help you. It's 2025. right? I got you. So Jay, I'm gonna help you too. So we're gonna make a right turn. Jay, pretend you're here with me driving. We've stopped at the stop sign and we're gonna look where we wanna go, okay? Now, it's a little bit dark here. I'm gonna turn on the brights. Now my brights are on. These are dim, brights, high beams, regular, high beams. Jay, you should be able to see in this. This is not too dark. Okay, we're in kind of a school zone, so we're going down. I'm 29 years old, I want to drive, but no one has taught me. Well, you need to look at my videos. You need to watch all my videos. You need to subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna start doing more lives talking about, I gotta squeeze my brake, go over the speed bump. I'm gonna start doing more lives teaching you as a 20, a 25, a 27, a 37, a 41-year-old person how to drive. And I'm gonna show you what your coach should be doing. I'm gonna show you what they should not be doing, okay? And then use my videos to help you build confidence. I go live quite a bit. You can leave comments, I'll answer your question. Okay, we gotta come up and stop. Stop here now. We're gonna be making a left turn. We need to stay on the left side. Now, you should see my finger. This is the left side. This is the right side. If we're making a left turn, we are on the left side. If we're making a right turn, we're on the right side. But beginning drivers forget left and right. So you got to remember that. So what do? I'm going to show you. We go down to the bottom of the driveway. All of you should be able to see this. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to flip angles again. We stop. And you should be looking left and right. There are two cars coming to the right. I'm not gonna go. It's clear to the left. You have to look left and right. If you don't do this, you will get hit. So I need to remind you of this. There are more cars coming. I'm just waiting. Your coach should be patient. Wear thin sole shoes. Converse are good shoes. Okay, Crocs are okay. Don't do slides. Don't do Timberlands. Do thin sole shoes so you can feel the gas and brake. Okay, this truck went past. I'm gonna accelerate through my turn. And I think this night drive is good for us. And then tomorrow I'll do a daylight drive too. So look, we don't stare at the speedometer. A lot of beginning drivers stare at the speedometer. Do not stare at the speedometer. You probably say, see, it can be. So you wanna squeeze your brakes. We're gonna middle lane. You should see this line that's broken. That's how you merge. Jay, you're here with me. We doing this lesson right now. And I'm gonna go up and stop. Wait for this car to leave. Wait for the intersection to be clear. I don't care how long it takes. See that? They pulled out in front of a car. That was almost an accident. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pretend you're here with me. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for my green arrow. This is a protected left turn. So I'm pretending you're here with me, you're not sure what to do. I'm gonna say, wait for your green arrow. Okay, it's gonna keep blinking, and it's gonna keep blinking, and then we're gonna have a green. If your coach is not this patient as I am, you got the wrong coach. I'm still gonna wait for the green arrow. And I'm just gonna be patient. We might have to go through a whole cycle with the lights. See, there's my green arrow. And if you're not this patient, then you will struggle. Okay, we turn by the double yellow. And I want you to learn through this video because this is what I've done. I've done this for like over 26 years. So now we're driving on the road. It's 55 miles an hour. You'll probably go about 35. In fact, I'm at 40. And thank you for the heart. That means a lot. Jay, I got you. I'm gonna get us over one lane to right. Jay, my computer's not working right now, but I'm gonna have it fixed tomorrow. And then we can talk on Instagram. Your speed control is really good right now. So we're at about 50. A car with good headlights, meaning they're clear. Like you should be able to see. I'm gonna cut off the lights for a second. See? Dark, on, off, on. Make sure your windshield is clean. Make sure your headlights are clean. If you wear glasses, make sure you have a good prescription. Make sure your glasses are clean. Wipe them off. If you're tired, don't drive at night. Okay? Driving at night can be really peaceful. It can be relaxing. It can be calm. Okay? It can be a little terrifying too because there's a lot of headlights. There's a lot of headlight glare. Now I have to get over to the right. My blinker's on, and I'm gonna squeeze the brake. I really need an inside camera. I'm gonna squeeze the brake and go in slow. I'm going in at about 20. You should have saw me slow down, okay? And that's what a lot of you would do. You'll go in really slow, okay? Now, the speed limit here is 50. A lot of you will stare at the speedometer, and I'm gonna show you what you're going to do. I'm gonna show you. Okay, I'm getting ready to switch angles again. Okay, I'm gonna look down at the speedometer. See what I'm doing? I'm looking down. Bro, I'm scared. Don't look down like this. Look ahead, okay? Don't look down. If you look down, you're gonna be all over the road. So now I'm squeezing the brake. So what I did, I showed you what you will do. You're gonna stare at the speedometer. Don't do it. Next tip. Let's switch it again. This is the stop line. Stop behind this white line. If you don't, you'll receive a deduction. You'll receive points. Where I am, after 24 points, you fail. Some areas is 15, so that's called a driving error. Okay, when the light turns green, you just want to look left and right. And then gradually press the gas. Some cars take off fast, some cars take off slow. And again, your coach should not be screaming at you, press the gas, press the gas. They should not be screaming at you. They should be supporting you, encouraging you. And if you are being screamed at, then pull over. Hey, I don't want to drive. I can't drive with you. You're too mean to me. You say crazy stuff. So we're about at 50. And I want you to look ahead at the red light. I'm teaching you to aim high. It's called aim high driving. That's the next tip. And you just want to lift your foot off the gas, and now it's green. So now we're at 45, speed's good, we're in the first lane. You should be able to see pretty clearly. The phone is pretty clear, the windshield is clear, the headlights are clear. I do need a filter for kind of glare. It's kind of like transition lenses. You know, some of you have very sensitive eyes. Okay, I'm fortunate. I've really taken care of myself. I eat good. I have over 20/20 vision. But eventually, as you get older, the lens in your eye does harden. And it can harden so much, it's called cataracts. My mom had that. My grandmother had that. My grandma had to have the really thick pop bottle glasses. You know, we never said anything. That's grandma, right? My mom lost her vision in the early 2000s. We had to drive to Pennsylvania. They had to do the lens implant. So it was serious. Okay, so I'm lifting my foot. The car's coming in front of us. No big deal. We're keeping space. Don't tailgate. Beginning drivers tend to tailgate. And actually, I'm barely on the gas. They just dropped a cigarette out there. It's such a nasty habit. Okay, I'm keeping space. I'm lifting my foot. It's a car length for every 10 miles an hour. 1001, 1002, 1003. We're about 35 miles an hour. So we're about 3.5 car lengths. Okay. Now everyone's moving slow. Even though the speed limit is 50, we're moving at a slow 40. Okay, the speed limit is 50. So some of you are saying, why am I moving so slow? It's the flow of the traffic. Okay, so we're just taking our time, keeping space. And your instructor wants us to have great vehicle control. And stay relaxed. It's really peaceful out here. We're in the first lane to the right. We're gonna keep it up nice and smooth. And there's a car in my blind spot to my left because I looked over my shoulder. I was gonna try to attempt a lane change, but they're hiding in my blind spot. You have to look over your shoulder. There's no such thing as blind spot mirrors. You have to look over your shoulder. So we're at about 40. People drive slower at night. A lot of you who are in their late 20s, early 30s to 40s, you'll be driving slower at night. That's fine. No one's mad at you. But I'm letting you know, you're going to have people road raging. There are people who want to tailgate, drive really fast. Excuse me. And that puts a lot of pressure on you. Don't let anyone put pressure on you. We're at about 45. Speed limit's 50. We're moving really good. Chilling. There are not street lights out here, but I think there's enough light that you can see. And you guys need to let me know if you can see pretty good. They're turning, so we lift our foot, we'll lose a couple miles an hour. You never want to panic and punch the gas with your brake, punch the gas with your foot. The hardest thing about driving the first time, I think, is speed control. Great question, speed control. A lot of you will go 10 under the limit. If it's 50, you'll go 40. The next thing, I think, is just making turns. You will go, like that Charger, that black Charger, they're going way too fast. They're tailgating. Why? Speed control, making turns. A lot of you will go too fast into the turn. The rear of the car will over-rotate. You're going the wrong lane. Or you're scared to turn the wheel. Okay? And just feeling comfortable. You're going to be nervous. Your hands are going to be shaking. Your face is going to be twitching. Your hands will be sweating a little bit. But just feeling comfortable. And it takes about 20 minutes. And what I want to remind myself of, all of you want to learn how to drive, and by you watching this and me kind of narrating and vlogging, you're going to say, okay, it feels calm. It doesn't feel really stressed. You will be a little bit stressed because you think cars will come in your lane like that Jeep, no blinker. And we're right about at 50. I'm holding 50 right now. Some cars are at 50, most cars are. I really appreciate the thumbs up. We're maintaining good speed. Remember, don't look down. And I think just getting over your own internal anxiety, maybe a little bit of shame because you're 25, 27, 28. Everyone's family's different. Some families just say, you know what, we're tired of taking you around. Other families, it's okay. But you are here watching this because you want to learn how to drive. You're here watching this because I explain it. And it's because I'm very passionate about driving. So we're maintaining good speed, we're taking our time. Now, a lot of you will a lot of you will stare at this car to the right, and you're gonna literally go to the right, just like that. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna be so scared cars are gonna come out in your lane. And what's gonna happen, you're gonna go under speed, okay? I'm at 40 again. And the speed limit here is 45. So I'm about 5 under, which is okay. It's a little hard to see. We're just taking our time. And some of your pavement markings, wherever you are in the world or the country, maybe you don't have good pavement markings. Maybe they're not as clear. Okay? Maybe you're driving an older car. This is a 2016. Okay? 9 years old. So I'm trying to maintain good speed. But you have to keep your eyes moving. Left, middle, right. You can't stare. Like Gardner White, you should see those cars. And we're just trying to take our time. Now, I'm going to be making a right turn, and I'm going to show you how important it is that you have good speed control. You see that car with the blinker? That's what I want you to follow. And then squeeze your brake. This is a double right turn lane. We're going to be in the inside right turn lane. You should see this. And I'm actually going a little too fast. I'm at 20. The light just changed. I'm going to slow down. And I can turn on red, so I'm going to go ahead and turn. And I want you to go in the inside lane and take your time. Just take your time. And you're just scanning, using your eyes, using your vision. And then now the elements have changed. It's a lot darker here. And it's going to take you a couple minutes to adjust. And that's okay. And then I'm going to, now the speed limit here is about 50, but okay. Now I'm going to get over one lane to the left, stay on the gas, accelerate through your lane change. And then I'm going to get over one more lane. Now squeeze the brake. For some of you here, you might panic. You might be jerking the wheel just like this, right? That's what you might be doing. Don't panic. Take your time. And then this is called a J turn. We're in the inside lane. A lot of beginners make the mistake and go across the road like over to the grass. We're waiting till it's clear. And then what I need you to do when it's clear, I'm going to tell you roll up. So you roll up a little bit. And then we're going to wait. I'm going to pretend you're here with me. You're not sure. Now it's clear. And then you roll right in the inside lane. See how slow? And then you turn out. That was pretty good. Now let's get over to the right. Blinkers on. Accelerate through your lane change. A lot of you might panic when you see this minivan come out. We're by a mall right now. A lot of people are shoplifting. I'm sorry. I'm joking. They're shopping. I'm joking with you. Okay? And then we're in the middle lane. There are 3 lanes. So I need you to scan left, middle, right. We're at about 35 in a 45. This is how slow you guys will be driving because you're scared the light is going to change. So you drive under speed, which is dangerous in 2 ways. 1, the light could change on you really quick. 2, you might have to speed up or slow down. Very, very dangerous. So we're going to get over 1 lane to the right. And I got to squeeze my brake. And I'm actually going to go in here and make a quick food run, and then I'm going to take you back up. So we need to make a right turn here. Squeeze your brake. You see how slow I'm going? Turn your wheel to the right. And then we have to go to the stop sign. This is a great area. It's a lot more busy now, but we had to come up and stop. I'm going to turn on my right turn signal, and then I'm going to stop. Okay, 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, then I'm going to make my right turn. Okay, they didn't have on the blinker. Kind of confused me. We have on our blinker. And I'm looking, and this is a great way. Hey, let's practice some parking right now. Okay? And here's a parking spot. I'm going to turn on my blinker and have your foot on the brake. Split the parking spot in half and roll up real easy, just like this, right? This is a good parking spot. I need you guys to stay where you are and don't move. You got questions, put those in. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Put your questions in. Where are you from? How old are you? Okay, a lot of you will be running short errands, like to the gas station, back home. So hold on 1 second. A lot of you will be running short errands to the gas station, back home, to the store, back home. You're not going to get into really deep driving. Like this lesson today is about a quick 30-minute drive, 25-minute drive, 37-minute drive. You know, we'll do a deeper drive. So I'm in a parking lot. So what I want to do is first make sure everything is clear around me. There's a car to the left. There's a car to the right. There's a car in front of me. There are people walking out behind me. This car does not have a backup camera. So the thing I want you to do is first get into the car and put on your seatbelt, right? Put on that seatbelt. Make sure you're safe, okay? Now, you want to make sure your right foot's on the brake. You're going to put it in R. R is for reverse. So I want you to put it in reverse. You're going to look left and right, and I'm going to look left and right and roll back slow. This is called showing the car. And you see me looking. Some of you probably saying I have a backup camera. So what? Look. See, there's a car coming. See, I'm not trying to get hit. Then I'm going to turn my wheel to the right. The rear goes to the right. The front swings out to the left. Then I'm going to stop and turn hand over hand. I'm going to switch views again. Parking lots are very dangerous areas. I really want you to look. So I'm going to make a left. Use your blinker. There's your car coming. You'll see it, but I'm going slow and I'm being careful. I did look. Okay, so I'm going to pause and stop. Turn on my left turn signal. Stop. Now I'm going to make my left turn. Don't get sloppy, because these low speed maneuvers we're doing, this is going to prepare you for your road test. Okay, because we want you to pass. Now you should be able to see this is a one-way. Please say yes, you see this as a one-way. We want to stop for 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Now we're going to get all the way over to the left, because we need to make a left-hand turn around. You got to go across the road. This is another area where beginners get confused. Turning on my left turn signal. This is called a J turn. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. I'm going to stay all the way to the right side. I'm going to come all the way up to the stop sign and stop. And I have to wait. I have to stop. Then I'm going to complete my turn, going all the way over to the right. Accelerate through your turn. The light's yellow, now it's red. Lift your foot, cruise. We don't have to hit the gas really hard. We don't have to do any of those things. We just want to take our time. Use the ball of your foot, squeeze the brake. This is why Converse, I'm not endorsed by them. Converse are good shoes. Okay? Any thin sole shoe is really good. Squeeze the brake, there's the stop line. If you want to pass your test, you want to feel confident, you need to be looking at these videos. You need to be watching these videos. You need to be leaving questions. I will answer your questions. We're waiting for the light to turn green. We're looking, checking our mirrors. Our rear window's framed in our mirror. And at the second light, we're going to make a right. So I'm treating this as if you were actually here with me. I'm like your virtual driver's education instructor, your virtual coach. And we'll figure it out, how you can communicate with me. We're just waiting. And I think just being patient. If your mom is the one you get along with the most, drive with mom. If it's your dad, drive with dad. If you can't drive with either of them, reach out to me. I can be your coach. I can help you. Our light's green, we gradually pick up. We're going to make a right turn at this light. I want to turn on my right turn signal. I want to go in slow. Just because you have a green, you need to look. Squeeze your brake. Go in slow. See me going in slow? And I accelerate out slow. You should see the yellow light. We don't need to be heavy on the gas. Okay? We just want to lift our foot, take our time. There is a lot of glare. Okay? In this case, you might want to turn on wipers for a second. That's what I've done. And it'll be clear in a moment. See? That's how clear it should be. And then here's our stop line. Okay? And a lot of drivers won't know that you have experience. You won't have a driver's ed car. You won't have a student driver sign on top. So they're going to be expecting you to go at the speed limit, use your blinker, do all those driving things. I'm going to gradually pick up, and I'm going to gradually get up to speed. We're not drag racing anyone. We're not trying to be first off the line. We're just trying to get comfortable. A lot of you will stare at this car to the right and like lift your foot and panic and jerk. That truck cut off the truck ahead of me. They're going too fast. I want us to make a lane change, mirror, turn signal, accelerate through. You see me pushing the gas? Accelerating through. That's what I need you to do. A lot of beginners put their foot on the brake and we will get cut off and get hit. Now I'm going a little too fast. I want to lift my foot off of the gas pedal and increase my follower distance. Please listen to what I'm saying. Increase your following distance. There's Jeep to the right. They don't like my speed. Don't care. You can't worry about what others think. You gotta trust yourself. And it's hard because we want to be acknowledged. We want to know that we're okay. But when you're learning how to drive, you want to focus on safety. Our speed control is good. I'm going to count from the white side. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. We're about 4.5 seconds away. We're about at 45. We're with the flow of the traffic. We're not too slow. We're not too fast. That Jeep just wanted to tailgate us and cut over to the right. They're hanging around in our blind spot to our right. And now they're back in our field of vision. That's called your peripheral vision. It's like playing a video game. And there's some good driving games. I would definitely look at Forza. That's a really good driving game. I talked to engineer at General Motors. They use some of those elements. Our speed control is really nice. We're at about 50. And the whole flow of the traffic is slowing down just a little bit. And then I'm going to make a lane change to the left. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to show you. Okay? So we're standing on our gas. My blinker's on. So it's mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Accelerate through the lane change. And now my blinker's off. So I made that lane change, right? Okay? I wanted to show you that so you know what it looks like. Don't hold the wheel too long. A lot of beginners grip the wheel and then the car's veering out the lane. I'm maintaining good speed control. And then if you were driving with me, I would have us do a lot of lane changes. Let's make a lane change to the right. I'm going to turn on my blinker. I'm going to show you what you need to do. My blinker's on. In fact, I'm going to cut off my blinker. The car's moving too fast. You have to check your mirrors. And that's okay. We're maintaining good speed. Okay. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I'm going to go ahead and get over. You see, I looked over my shoulder. I did a blind spot check. Blind spot check. If you're making a lane change to the right, you look over your right shoulder. Make a lane change to the left, look over your left shoulder. A lot of beginners forget that. So I really need you to remember your left and right. A lot of beginners just mix that up. Okay? So don't get nervous or be embarrassed. Your coach will support you. Okay, speed control is nice. I'm not tailgating. And one of the most common mistakes is people don't use blinkers. And if you really want to become a good driver, signal your intention. Maintain good control. Be a defensive driver. So our smoothness is really nice. And as an older driver, we just want to be safe. We don't have to be the first one. We just want to be safe. Everyone is kind of speeding right now. We're at about 45 miles an hour. And this is what it looks like. Us driving about the speed limit. Those other cars are tailgating. And a lot of you will want to hit the gas and catch up to cars. And that's not what I want you to do. I want you to keep good speed and good space and have a smile. I'm maintaining good control right now. The Jeep ahead of us is hugging the right, definitely. Excuse me, hugging the left. We just want to maintain great control right now. Let's take our time. We're trying to be as smooth as possible. And a lot of you have questions about, well, how do I keep my car straight in lane? You want to aim high and look ahead. Aim high, look ahead. We're looking at the Jeep. We're looking at the green light. We're looking at the red light. You probably say, well, how can you see that far? You have to teach yourself to look as far ahead as possible. There are two sets of red lights. You should see both. I'm lifting my foot. I'm not tailgating. We're gradually slowing down. You should notice speed. Now I'm going to squeeze my brake. And a lot of you will stop 5 cars behind like this. You'll stop all the way back here. That's wrong. Okay? You want to gradually move up. You want to be at least 2 car lengths away. And now we're going to start getting close to cars. So some of you might say, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I'm just going to squeeze my brakes. Another tip, this person is carrying old mattresses. You never want to be behind someone carrying something like that. They could fall out. I'm just going to take our time. No need to tailgate. All these cars are tailgating each other. We're at 40. The speed limit is 50. So now some of you understand, see, they dropped another cigarette out. That could start a fire. If we were in California and someone did that, then we get a ticket. Okay, we're in the Midwest right now. It's very cold out here. It's under 25 degrees. But you do that in California, you'll definitely get pulled over. So I'm lifting my foot, just taking my time. But some of you are saying the speed limit is 50. Why are people going so slow? It's a heavy volume of traffic. That white car to the right is tailgating. Too close. I'm trying to keep my space because eventually I need to get over one lane to the left. So I'm going to accelerate through the flow of the traffic. I'm going to use my blinker and I'm going to get over one lane. And we want to change lanes after the intersection. That was a bad habit I used to have. And then I'm going to squeeze my brake using the ball of my foot. It is a little scary. It feels like the car's not going to stop. And then I'm going to squeeze my brakes. We can see the rear of the tires on the ground. And this is a double left turn. We're on the outside. It's called a J turn. I'm just going up real easy. And we're just waiting. And you notice 2 of us, 3 of us have on our blinkers. Build that habit. Use your blinker. And we're checking. We have a green. I'm still looking. We're going to go all the way over to the right. And then we have to make a right turn. So use the ball of your foot. Squeeze the brake. We want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. Now, some of you are saying, well, can I cut through? No, it's called avoiding the light. Avoiding the light. You will get a ticket. Because business people don't like that. It's very dangerous. I'm going to go up to the edge and check my traffic. It's clear. I'm gonna go right in the first lane. And some of you will accelerate really slow out, just like I am. And some of you accelerate really fast. Everyone is a little bit different. Some of you will say, are our headlights on? Yes, our headlights aren't on. And you notice we're changing up the environment. We're back on a different type of road. The speed limit is 50. We have Arby's, McDonald's, King of Burgers. We have Kentucky Fried Chicken. People are sticking French fries in their nose. Let me tell you, you got to be really careful. Cars will just pull out in front of us. So I'm just trying to take my time, readjust speed for this thoroughfare. At the light, we're going to make a right turn. You're probably seeing, well, when did I use my blinker? 100 feet or a half a block. Pass the green sign, then turn on your right turn signal up. I always tell people that because they forget. And then you see the line is broken. This is where we're merging. Now use the ball of your foot, squeeze the brake. We have a red light. We have to stop. Now, we're going to wait until the green light comes. We're going to treat it just like you're here with me. We could turn on red, but I'm going to treat it just like you're here with me. You're not sure. You're a little bit nervous. We're just going to take our time. You don't have to turn on red. Sometimes people will honk. Don't let that worry you. Cars run lights, so you got to be careful. Green, we look left and right. Go into the nearest lane. Sorry about the bumps. The road is really bad here. Now let's talk about the bumps. That can cause you to lose control. Now we're going to make a right turn on this street. It's a really tight turn. Let's pretend you don't know what to do. If you go in too fast, you'll go all the way across the street to the left. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is the type of turn you'll make. You see me going all the way on the wrong side of the road. That's what you'll do. Some of you are like, that's what I do. Go in slow to your turns. Now we're in the neighborhood. Let's go ahead and turn on bright. See, regular, bright, regular, bright. Off. Running lights, high beam, regular, high beam. So we're going to go ahead and we'll cut off the high beams. We want to stop. 1001, 1002, 1003. And then we turn in the middle. We don't turn early. If you turn early, see what happens? Wrong side of the road. A lot of beginners do that. We're in North America. We drive on the right side of the road. Now they've done some plowing in here, so it's a lot better. And then we will go for main thoroughfares, and this will be like a cool down. We want to watch these potholes because you will have a flat tire if you hit the pothole, and it will pinch the tire on the rim. So now we go in slow. We'll turn on bright. We go in slow and take our time. You can see it's been plowed out here, right? Did it snow where you guys are? If it did, just put yes. Okay, I'm just taking my time. We pray that they'll stop. Now I'm going to squeeze my brakes. And then let's talk about this for a second. So tonight, I gave you a lesson of teaching someone 27, 37, 47. You've got to repeat things. You can't get mad. Whoa. There was a dog. You can't get mad if someone is like honking at you. You've got to be calm. You've got to repeat your directions. You got to make sure the windshield is clean. The lights are clean. You have to take your time. And if you take your time, you're going to be more successful. I went through a lot of the common Mistakes: turning in the wrong lane, using the wrong blinker, forgetting your left and right, going too fast in your turn. If you enjoyed this, watch all of my videos, leave comments, give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoy it, subscribe. Now, when you subscribe, I go live 3 or 4 times a day. I'm going to go live and go deep and talk about driving rules and regulations, road rage. This will be really helpful to you. So I want to say thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later. Bye.